Dear teachers, it's my pleasure to extend a cheerful welcome to you today. Now we'll see how to teach the most used communication skill, which is listening. At the same time, listening is perhaps the most challenging of the skills to master in a second language. Therefore, students need to be trained how to become better listeners. Let me invite you to my lesson. I'd like you to focus on the stages we go through while teaching listening. Hello everyone, how are you today? Hope doing well. Please read this quotation. Traveling, it leaves you speechless, then turns you into a storyteller. Do you agree with this quotation? So do I. The best storytellers I have ever met are travelers. So, what do you think we're going to talk about today? Right, traveling. Are you ready to travel? Let's go. Look at the pictures. Some of you may have visited these famous places in Kyrgyzstan. Others may live near one of them. Let's try and match the names to the pictures. For example, what is number 1? It's Tashrabat. Good. Can you do the rest by yourself? Let's check it together. The second one is Manas complex. Number 3 is Alarcha National Park. Then our favorite lake Esikol, Mount Sulaiman Tau, the Burana Tower, and finally Arslanbab Walnut Forest. I have a question. Do you know where all these places are? Ask your friends and parents. For example, where is Tashrabat? In the Narin region, right? So let's try to do it together. Manas complex is in the Talas region. Alarcha National Park is in the Chu region. Lake Esikol is in Esikol region. Mount Sulaiman Tau is in the Osh region. The Burana Tower is in the Chu region. And Arslanbab Walnut Forest is in the Jalalabad region. Well done. So, what can you do in Tashrabat? Yes, you can take photos of the ancient caravanserai. So look at this table. You have to match a place with an activity. For example, what can you do in Mount Sulaiman Tau? Right, it's F. Climb the mountain and visit a large museum and 2 mosques. Please do it yourself. Aygul's got great plans for this summer because she wants to show David the beautiful places in Kyrgyzstan. Now we will listen to the text about Aygul's plans for summer. Listen to the text and check your answers.
Aygul's got a lot of great plans for this summer because she wants to show David some of the beautiful places in Kyrgyzstan. Firstly, Aygul's parents are going to take Aygul and David to the Burana Tower to climb to the top of the minaret. Secondly, they're going to Alarcha National Park to climb the mountain. Thirdly, they're going to Tashrabat to take photographs of the ancient caravanserai with 31 rooms. Then they're going to Lake Isikul to sunbathe and to swim in the lake. Next, they're going to Manas complex in Talas city to to visit a museum and a mausoleum. After that, they're going to Mount Sulaiman to climb the mountain and to visit a large museum and 2 mosques. Finally, they're going to Arslanop Walnut Forest to walk in the forest and to collect the walnuts.
Good. Let's check it together. So, in Manas complex, you can visit a museum and a mausoleum. In Lake Isikol, you can sunbathe and swim in the lake. In Tashrabat, you can take photographs of the ancient caravanserai with 31 rooms. In Alarcha National Park, you can climb the mountain. In the Burana Tower, you can climb the top of the minaret. And in Arslanbab Walnut Forest, you can walk in the forest and gather the walnuts. Seems like there are no mistakes. Well done. And do you remember where they are going to go first? I think to the Burana Tower. Now, please listen again and remember the order of their journey.
Aygul's got a lot of great plans for this summer because she wants to show David some of the beautiful places in Kyrgyzstan. Firstly, Aygul's parents are going to take Aygul and David to the Burana Tower to climb to the top of the minaret. Secondly, they're going to Alarcha National Park to climb the mountain. Thirdly, they're going to Tashrabat to take photographs of the ancient caravanserai with 31 rooms. Then they're going to Lake Isikul to sunbathe and to swim in the lake. Next, they're going to Manas Complex in Talas City to visit a museum and a mausoleum. After that, they're going to Mount Sulaiman to climb the mountain and to visit a large museum and 2 mosques. Finally, they're going to Arslanop Walnut Forest to walk in the forest and to collect the walnuts.
Now, work with your friend and say the order of their journey to him or her. And let's check it together. So, they are going to the Burana Tower, then Alarcha National Park, Tashrabat, then Isikul, Manas Complex, Mount Sulaiman and finally Arslanbab Walnut Forest. My dream is to visit Arslanbab Walnut Forest and see those magnificent views. I want to taste the walnut from the biggest tree. And what about you? So, at home, write down the answers to the question, what place in Kyrgyzstan you'd like to visit and why? I'll be looking forward to hearing your stories. And that's all for today. Goodbye! Dear teachers, welcome back to our discussion. Hello, APD.
Hello, Nelly. The stages of your listening lesson are similar to those ones of a reading, aren't they?
You're right, APD. As listening is the other receptive skill along with reading, teachers have a similar approach in teaching these 2 skills.
So, listening lesson has 3 stages, pre, during, and post-listening. Am I right?
Yes, you are right. Let's consider them all in details. So, a successful listening lesson begins with a pre-listening stage that prepares and motivates students to use their background knowledge and anticipate what they will listen to. The next stage is during listening. This is an important part of a lesson. It aims at developing different listening skills. Therefore, students need to be given a chance to listen to the text at least twice. First time, they listen to understand the gist of the text or the general meaning. students need to be aware of why they are listening and exactly what information they are listening to. If students try to understand everything they hear, they will have problems following the conversation. That's why the teacher should give the task or the questions before students start listening. Also, it's important for students to focus their attention. Second time, students listen to understand specific information. Each time, students need to have a different task which is given before they start listening to the text.
I suppose it should take much longer than pre-listening stage. And what about the last stage, Nelly?
The last stage is called post-listening stage. Here, students need to develop other skills, and finally they get a chance to talk about the text, to discuss the related topics and express their opinion.
So many components. And let's sum up what we have discussed.
Let's do it. In summary, a good listening lesson has some activities which prepare students to use their background knowledge and anticipate what they will listen to. The teacher should allow students to know in advance what and why they are going to listen to. Also, the teacher should give them a chance to listen to the text more than once and allow them to see the questions before they start listening. Also, students need to have a purpose for listening, and they need to be given a new task each time they listen. The teacher should use appropriate materials, and students need to be provided with the follow-up activities, which include other skills and sub-skills like grammar and vocabulary.
Thank you, Nelly.
Thank you, Aipiri. So that's all for today. I look forward to our next meeting. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact us at our website. Goodbye.
Bye.